It's personal between me and you, and I'm going to do you some serious harm, you big stiff idiot.
The Untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something the boxing game's been missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT. I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. All right, so really interesting fight coming up. Y'all can save the date. It's going to be a momentous occasion. It'll be 3 days before my 29th birthday. It'll be Super Bowl weekend. It'll be in Las Vegas, and it'll feature the youngest in charge, that man on my left shoulder, Teofimo Lopez, two-division lineal champion, the current WBO super welterweight champion of the world. He's going to try to make the first defense of that title, and it's going to come in a really, really tough fight for him because he's fighting a guy that was a tough fight for Lomachenko. A lot of people thought this guy beat Lomachenko. This guy that he's fighting also beat some good fighters like Nahir Albright, and he beat Suleiman Sagawa and guys like that, right? So nonetheless, Jamaine Ortiz, Teofimo Lopez will be fighting Jamaine Ortiz. Really good fight. Jamaine Ortiz is a guy that I wanted to see fight Shakur Stevenson. He's a guy that I wanted to see Devin Haney fight. He's a guy that I think should have fought one of those guys at some point. But as it's come to the light, Jamaine Ortiz has actually been working with Team Haney. So I know a lot of people are saying that, in a sense, Team Haney is sending out Jamaine Ortiz to fight Teofimo Lopez as the pawn on the chessboard. They won't send Devin, but they'll send old Jamaine. So we'll see how it goes with the fight. But as far as the fight itself, really interesting fight because Teofimo Lopez, from fight to fight, you never know what you're gonna get with him because when he's expected to lose, like when he's expected to lose Lomachenko, when he's expected to lose Josh Taylor, he puts on career best performances, and sometimes on those nights, particularly in that Josh Taylor fight, he looks like the best fighter in boxing. It's like one of the best. Like he could be the best fighter in boxing sometime. When you watch him fight, some of these performances, he looks like he's the best fighter in boxing. But then he's got, for every Lomachenko, for every Josh Taylor, he has a Nakatani. He has a George Kambosos. So I think with Teofimo Lopez, the next level of greatness he's got to unlock is consistency. Consistency is king in anything in life. So he's got to unlock that for himself and learn how to and be a true professional fight by fight. Because the guy across the ring, Jamaine Ortiz has good experience as a pro. He's boxed over 100 rounds. He's shared the ring with some really good fighters. Lomachenko is a common opponent they have. Fought him. Jamel Herring, Nahir Albright, Joseph Adorno, Suleiman Sagawa, Antonio Moran. Jamaine Ortiz is a guy that oftentimes doesn't make the headlines, but he's a guy whose career, I feel, to this point, through 19 professional bouts, has a lot of substance because he's seen a lot of styles. He's, obviously been in the gym with some of the best fighters in the world. He's 27 years old. He's at a good age. And when you look at this fight stylistically, what is Teo? Teo is a guy that is a supremely athletic fighter, possesses good punching power. At this weight class, at 140, he's a good puncher. I don't think he's not the elite concussive puncher he was at 35, but he's still a good puncher. And it's like his dad said, bro, it's like, Gordo, you're going to see slick boxer Gordo, all that stuff. So you wind up seeing more of that when he's at this weight class. You start seeing the footwork, the rhythm, the cadences, the changing of rhythm of Teofimo Lopez. And it's going to be tested in this fight. His boxing skills are going to be severely tested in this fight because what is Jamaine Ortiz? Jamaine Ortiz is a very athletic fighter with good footwork. He's little rangy fighter, and he knows how to use what God gave him to the best of his abilities. Is he going to be a concussive puncher? I don't know, because when you look at this fight's at 140. Jamaine Ortiz's last couple of fights have been at 35. He struggled to make 35. He fought Antonio Moran at a 137 catch weight, 137 and a half catch weight. So with the extra 3 pounds, I think that could go a long way towards helping the Jamaine Ortiz weight cut. So you may it's possible. I'm just letting y'all know right now. You look at the experience he's got fighting guys like Antonio Moran and Lomachenko's last 2 fights. You couple that experience along with whatever he's been learning in the gym with Bill and Devin, along with the fact that he might be at a good weight for himself, 140, a better weight for him. You should expect the best Jamaine Ortiz. And the best Jamaine Ortiz, I think, is a guy that could definitely give Teo some problems. Teo, I think, has problems with guys who can box. He just hasn't fought a lot of guys who have those natural boxing skills. But to his credit, when he's fought Lomachenko, when he fought Josh Taylor, in fights he wasn't supposed to win, supposedly he won. So that shows you his greatness and that he is an under the lights fighter, and he's got that mind, he's got that swagger about him to fight under the lights. That's that shit in boxing you can't teach. You either got it or you don't. It's not teachable. You got to have it or it's either in you or it's not. He's got it, right? So we'll see how it goes for him. But I think you're going to get a very, very pissed off for greatness type of Jamaine Ortiz because, like I said, very experienced pro, fought some really good fighters, fought a lot of different styles. The weight cut won't be as sharp for him. And I just think style-wise, he matches up well with Teo. You look at them as far as, when you look at Jamaine Ortiz, as far as measurables, Teofimo Lopez has a 68 and I believe a quarter, it said 68 and a quarter inch reach. Jamaine Ortiz has a 69 inch reach. So there's not a whole lot in the reach advantage. But I just think when it comes to fighting tall, because even though they're about the same height and they got the same measurables, I think when I watch Jamaine Ortiz fight, he does a better job of staying and fighting tall, and he's athletic, and he's able to move around the ring really well, and he's able to, you know, really listen. His first 12-round fight, think about it. His first 12-round fight of his career was against Lomachenko, and he more than acquitted himself nicely. So I think that experience is going to pay dividends for him here. And I think this is a much tougher fight than people think. My thing is this. If Teofimo Lopez doesn't pass this test, then he doesn't get a chance to get the big fight that's waiting for him, because there's reports surfacing that Teofimo Lopez's next fight after this, should he be successful, of course, could be on Puerto Rican Day weekend against the Puerto Rican monster himself, Subriel Matias, the IBF champion, which, you know, I had a chance to, I actually ran into Teofimo Sr. when I was at the WBA convention. You know, it was good to see him. I hadn't seen him for a little bit of time. I love Teofimo Sr. I got a lot of love for the Lopez's, even though, you know, there's been some times where I've had to, you know, say some things I don't want to say about them, but that's the truth, right? So with that being said, he saw me, Tia Sr. He's like, is that the guy that talks shit about my son? Yeah, that's you. Yeah, you talk a lot of shit about my son, bro. You know, and then he had to vent to me about some things that he didn't like that I said, and it was cool. You know, we got mutual respect. You know, I'm just doing my job here on True School Sports. But look, they got ambitions of fighting for big things, and he wants that fight. Teo Sr. wants the Subriel Matias fight, so they can't get there if they don't beat Jamaine Ortiz. So I think it's a lot of interesting things going into this fight, and we should all be excited about it. And I do plan on being in Vegas for this fight and for my birthday. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. What do you guys think about Teofimo Lopez versus Jamaine Ortiz? Leave your comments down below. Make sure you guys take the time to subscribe. And like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just here from dang it. So until next time, take care, guys. Thank you for watching another video on the untouchable True School Sports Empire. For more great boxing content just like this video, click right here and make sure you subscribe. Much love from sunny South Florida.